Just to let you know, you guys, if you're at a Starbucks and you have the option of getting this butterscotch frappuccino, don't fucking do it. It's disgusting. I got a venti, and I'm trying to get through it. It's very hard. Classic white girl problems right here. But yeah, so I like to try new things. That's the whole reason I got the beverage, because I wanted to branch out. I wanted to be weird. I wanted to be different. You know, they got a new beverage. I'm gonna fucking try it, right? Big mistake. And the dude even told me, the little barista motherfucker was like, it's really sweet. Now, I do have a sweet tooth though, but there's some stuff that's just way too sweet. I bought all these notebooks with me because I thought that I was gonna have all this extra time, and then like I ended up running into my friend, and so now I have all this extra stuff. You guys ever change clothes in a vehicle that's very small? Well, that's what I'm about to do, folks. It's gonna be awesome. You can be part of the experience. You look good today, Amy. I know I do. Thank you. I tried so hard. See, I have so many great clothes, but I never wear them because I don't leave my house. Well, sometimes I do wear them, but I wear them in the house so nobody sees them, except for maybe the vortex. But I'm pretty sure the vortex just sees me in the same attire that I'm usually in, whether it's like work clothes or sweatpants or anti-government t-shirts. But I have a lot more clothes than that. I really do, I promise. I have like a ridiculous amount of clothes. And because I'm a very eclectic, shape-shifting kaleidoscope of a human being, you know, my taste is pretty interesting. So like I have a lot of stuff that would make people think that I'm like a liberal feminist. You know, a lot of stuff that would make me look like an art student, or at the very least a liberal arts major. You were technically a liberal arts major, weren't you? Like a sociology major? I was! Oh my god. And then I said, fuck that, I'm just gonna work at a restaurant, be an alcoholic, and then I'll study people that way. And really, it makes a lot more sense if you want to study society to, you know, go where society is. You know, society really isn't at a university. Sheep are at a university. A lot of sheep, and for like, I would say for every 100 sheep, there's probably 1 or 2 people that are in school that like know what they want to do, and I mean, even if they don't know, they'll figure it out, you know? Like, I don't think that college is a fill for everybody, but it just seems kind of dumb. Like, if you don't know what you want to do, like, why are you just gonna like waste a bunch of money and time and then like lose brain cells in the process because, you know, all the people that surround you are like stupid rich white kids that feel entitled to play the victim every chance they get vicariously through other people. I don't know. It's like, I hear a lot of people complaining about white people, but they're not saying anything like that. They're not talking about how white people are conditioned to play the victim. They're not talking about how white people are conditioned to take psychiatric drugs and believe a bunch of bullshit that some cockamamie head doctor tells them about themselves, rather than doing their own research and figuring it out on their own. You know, I just don't understand that, like, this lack of questioning, this lack of, like, this lacking desire to, like, understand oneself. It's like, you know, you wouldn't have the problems that you think you have if you just, like, took the time to understand yourself. And for that reason alone, it's, like, hard for me to really, like, sympathize with people and give a fuck. Like, oh, you're having a hard time. Like, so fucking what, you know? Like, I just don't understand, like, the stuff that people whine about. But you know, that's always been something that has bugged me throughout my life. Like, I just don't get the stuff people complain about. Like, especially in a country that it's like, okay, so, and I know this country wasn't free for everybody for a long time. I get all that. We're not talking about a long time ago. We're talking about right the fuck now, okay? Okay, boys and girls and question marks. Right the fuck now. If you're miserable living in a free country, that's on you. That's not on anybody else. And you can say, oh, but I owe money and I have this problem and that problem and shit. Okay. Figure it out. That's nobody else's fucking responsibility. I'm not sorry about that. Jesus, what? Here. Just don't throw stuff at it. Okay, I won't. It just seems like all this stuff people complain about is like personal problems that they want to like make everybody else's problem. It's like there's a lot of stuff that, I mean, it's outrageous, you know? Like education, that's outrageous. Doctors, outrageous. So it's like, I don't want to partake in that, so I'm going to choose not to partake in that. I don't want to live in a country where there's a system that forces me to partake in a system that I don't agree with. You know? That's just common sense, folks. It's just common sense. But I think that we're very far from like the ability to just sit down and have discussions on stuff. I think that they have polarized every single issue to the extent that like people can't do that. They don't want people to be able to do that. They want to divide the country, and if they divide the country, then I mean, I don't know why we've been calling ourselves the United States of America. I think that's a little dumb. I think we need to change that shit. This America, the grotesquely misinformed. I mean, there are certain aspects of this country that are really beautiful. And it sucks that in order to attain a lot of the stuff that we've attained, and I say we, I don't mean me personally, but you know what I'm saying. Like a lot of the stuff that we have, it was, you know, either stolen or, you know, we fought for it, and the fight was really bloody and really ugly. But at the same time, it's like, you know, there's always going to be conflict. And there's always going to be, like, tribalism and people thinking that they're superior over other people. I mean, I don't think like that. I know plenty of people that don't think like that from all different walks of life. But, you know, unfortunately, that's just human nature, though. That's just the way that things are, and you really can't correct that. So, all this stuff involving, like, white privilege and, you know, diversity matters, all this shit. I mean, they're just... There's only so much you can do for people that just, like, live in a bubble, you know? And it's not that I don't understand, like, yeah, white people have it easier in this country. It's not that I don't get that shit. But this obsession with white privilege and this obsession, it's mainly white people. Yeah, it's like if you're gonna bitch about it, it just makes sense to bitch about the right stuff. Yeah, but it's like, it's almost like a trope now. You know, like, especially if you're a white person, to just constantly, like, lambast your own race. And that's just, like, that's so lame. Like, who the fuck does that? Only white people, right? Right? I mean, if black people do it, if brown people do it, it's like a minimum. It's like whites are like the only group that are just like, fuck me! Fuck me! I should just kill myself. Like, yes, you should, bitch. Yes, you should. Please, go do it now. You know, we don't need more advice from you. Damn, damn, where's my other shoe? There it is. Yes. It's like, there's a huge difference between, like, being, like, cognizant of, you know, certain things, like, certain ways that people look at you based on your identity. Like, you can be cognizant of that without having to constantly shit all over yourself and people that look like you, because, I mean, first of all, we didn't fucking ask for this shit, you know? And that, it kind of pisses me off that, you know, like, it's like, am I responsible? Am I personally responsible for historical failures? Is that my responsibility because the color of my skin, you know? Like, it's just, it's an honest question. This isn't, like, me getting defensive. It's just kind of like, really? You know, I don't get it. I just want to have a discussion, you know? But the problem with political correctness is like, oh no, well, we can only talk about it like this. If we don't talk about it like this, then we're bigots. And that's all there is to it. So, I don't know if there's a point to any of these videos that I've shot today, but there you go, Vortex. That's my 5 cents. Why are you drinking it? Because it was like $6.53. I remember, because I was like, Jesus, that's expensive. But I still bought it anyway. Because I have a choice in capitalist America. I could say, fine, I will buy the venti, foo-foo, disgusting butterscotch piece of shit. I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna drink it, and I'm gonna pretend that I'm happy to live in America. All right, go inside, please. It's 6:22. Ugh. That should be like every commercial that you see. This is how you will feel eventually after you buy this product. You won't be satisfied like we suggest. You will not be as happy as these people pretend to be. They're actors. The best acting gig ever for the Hollywood pieces of garbage. I love it when they act like they know something. But it's like they don't even know that like the system that they partake in is the most sexist, capitalist, power-hungry system. And it just protects, you know, terrible, terrible people. But anyway, that's like any system though. The people that work for this system, you know, they have to protect it. They have to say things that go along with it, you know, because they want to make money. They want to still have a career. It's not that I don't understand, but they're still garbage people and they're going to burn in hell. But anyway, I'm going to go to work. Already like almost 30 minutes late, so. And I was just right up the street. I had ample time to get here. But yeah, I'm going to go. Goodbye.